Hello, friends. Welcome back to the Paperless Plannery. My name is Candace, and I am a digital creator, and I have a presence here on YouTube and also on TikTok and Instagram. And I also have an Etsy shop where I make digital planners, digital stickers, and all types of digital content. So, today, what we're going to do is I want to work with you on a Thanksgiving, like a November gratitude journal. It's not my idea. This idea is floating all around the internet. A few of my planner friends are in a group where they are doing this as well, and I was inspired by them. And when I was thinking about starting mine, I thought, why not film it for YouTube to give people ideas of the type of content that you can put into a digital planner? A planner does not have to be just like Monday through Friday or, like daily plans, even like monthly plans. This is still digital planning. So if you're someone who does not feel like you have enough going on daily, weekly, or monthly, this may be another way for you to be able to plan and be able to have something that you can look back on journal style. Also, I wanted to say, oh, it left me. I was going to say something else. Maybe it'll come back in a minute. But if you are interested in that, please keep watching, and we're going to set up this digital journal. So step one is going to be actually, let me move this, my iPad mini. I'm going to be on my iPad Pro today. This is the 11-inch with the Apple Pencil Pro. I actually do have this magnetic screen protector on, and I think it'll help take away some of the glare. Yeah, it definitely helps take away some of the glare. So I'm going to leave it on. Hopefully it's not too distracting for you to see what I'm doing through here. Granted, it does look a little like it has a lot of like stuff on it. I don't know. We might have to have the glare. I think I'm gonna have to take it off. Give me just a second. Let me get everything cleaned off and then we'll get started. Okay, everything is cleaned off. Hopefully that glare is not too distracting for you. What I am using is the Noteful app. I also use the GoodNotes app sometimes. So what I'm showing you today can be used in not only those two apps, but in multiple apps you can do this in. If you want to use any of the products that I'm showing, most, if not all of them, will be from my shop. But if you would like to use those products, you do have to have either Noteful or GoodNotes. So I like to make that, I might like to make that reference. So, okay, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to start and just create a new notebook. To do that, I'm going to hit the plus sign, click notebook. I'm not going to worry about a cover or even the paper type because I'm going to use my own paper in this. So I'll just hit create. This is just going to give me the shell of a notebook. Right now, this is a portrait notebook. I prefer to do my planning in landscape. So I am going to click on this and I'm going to type in landscape. And that'll bring up all my landscape papers that I have. So I have landscape papers, landscape templates, all kinds of stuff. So let me just sort of take a look around at some things to see what I want to use. I feel like these all have rings, which is great. But in this scenario, I want it to be more of a mood board. So I'm going to try to find some landscape paper that does not have rings. I also do not want the landscape paper to be very like Christmassy. So the options that I have are a glitter paper, which the correct and right glitter may work. Let me just sort of thumb through. This is the landscape glitter mood board paper. It's available in my Etsy shop, and I will make sure to put my Etsy shop in the description. This one could be cute. I don't know if glitter is the mood that I'm going for though. That one is not bad. I don't want a lot of distraction in the background, which is why I'm being slightly picky on the paper that I'm going to use for this. I recently came out with this pack It is, it's just called the Landscape Mood Board paper, and it's sort of like a craft paper almost with some texture. I think I want to use something like this. So let me just sort of go through the colors. Some of it has more texture than others, which is fine. But let me just see which one I would be more interested in using. These are sort of blurry. I kind of like that. And there's a lot in this one. I think when I was back here around this page, I think this one has been calling to me as well. So I think I'm going to go with that one. So in Noteful, to choose this paper, you're going to click on your menu waffle here. You'll see that this is the page that's outlined. So I'm going to hit copy, and it'll say one page copied. Then I'm going to go to my new notebook, and I'm going to hit that little waffle again, and I'm going to click paste. It will put it behind this page. Since I don't need that first page, I'm actually going to delete that first page. And then this is the only page that we are left with, which is great. I can put a cover on this if I like, and we might put a cover on it for in just a minute. But for now, we're just going to call this November Gratitude Journal. Gratitude Journal. Okay, so I have the base of my journal. I am working in Noteful, and I have up a full screen, but then I also have the slide over. The slide over is something that iOS or Apple is bringing back to us. They took it away from what I hear. I'm very new to the slide over, like a weekend. They took it away with the iOS update that we have now, but they have brought it back in beta form. So I've been using it, and I love it so much more than even a split screen. And you didn't even know it was there until I pulled it out. So I'm going to use this, and I'm going to start by looking at some of my autumn stickers. And I want to find just some regular shapes to sort of make my daily journals. So this entire page is going to be my entire journal for the month. And I just want to put just one little sentence or word of things that I'm grateful for each day. It doesn't have to be some long paragraph form situation. So I am a few days behind too, because today is the third when I'm filming this. And of course it started on the 1st. So let me look through some of my fall stuff. Now these would be cute with the background here. So if I were to take maybe let's take 3 of these maybe, and resize them, and then just copy and paste, that would be cute. But I'm sort of feeling like a solid. So what I'm actually going to do is go to my color widgets, bright leaves. These are the color shapes for fall. And I think I am going to work in this for my gratitude. So I think the colors that are speaking to me are these 3. I say 3, but then I'm taking 4, but I'm going to take the blue out. Okay, so I'm going to take the blue out, and I'm going to move this. And now I'm going to resize them. I want them to be like this. And let's see, I need to get 30 of these. And I don't think that'll be hard to do. So let's resize. And if I have to go back and resize further, that'll be fine. Is that enough space? Do I need to make them? What did I do? Hold on. Are those straight? Yeah, I think they are. I think that'll be enough space. So I'm just going to do this. I'm going to duplicate, and then that's going to give me 6. So I need 5 rows of 6 for 30 days. Those are not straight, are they? Let's figure that out first. Let's figure out why this isn't straight. And I don't know why it's not, but I'm actually going to delete it and start it again, because I want to make sure that this looks really good, because it's something that I want to look back on. And now that I actually have, let's see, resize. Now that I have that blue in there, I don't mind it so much. So maybe do 4. It may make it a little hard, but I kind of like the blue. I kind of like what the blue is giving. So I am going to, I like the size of them. I think that's fine. I'm going to duplicate this. This is the only problem with adding that blue in, is that it adds another like layer. Move everything up just a little bit so it's all on the page. Okay. So then we're going to do this one, maybe right here. Do I like this, you guys? And the reason that I say that is because I just feel like it needs to be longer, but I have to do them individually longer. So I guess I'd rather do it on the front end. I just want to make sure I have enough room to actually use and write. So maybe I'll do that now. Okay. Yeah, I think taking the time to resize those on the front end actually was the best thing for me. Okay, so that should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I kind of like the idea of having 5 rows of 6. So duplicate, that is 4, and then duplicate this. Okay, this one is not quite lining up. Is it this one then? It's one of those things where like it won't bother me until it bothers me. So I just want to make sure that I have everything the way that I want it. Okay. Okay. So after the orange, I'm going to duplicate these 2. And then I'm going to duplicate these 2. Okay. And then I'm going to duplicate, wait a minute, orange, these 2. I hope I'm not messing this up. Honestly, it's okay if I am, because I pretty much just want, oh crap, I pretty much just want different colors. So hopefully my pattern is correct. If not, first of all, I can change it if it bothers me too much. Second of all, it's really not that big of a deal. I'm more concerned about these lining up than I am about the colors, if we're being 100% honest. Okay. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this one. So then these 2 duplicate. And then I just need 1 more row, and that should be 30. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay, this should be 30. I like the size of them. So I'm going to actually set layers up in this. Of course, it has 1 layer. I'm going to add a 2nd layer, and I'm going to pull this layer down. Maybe I won't pull that layer down. Um, there. Rename. I'm going to name this the locked layer. Okay. And I'm going to lock it. I'm going to take all of these color swatches and I'm going to lasso them and I'm going to move them to the locked layer so that as I'm writing, I don't have to worry about them moving. Okay, next thing I want to do is find some day dots because I want to be able to keep up with the day that I'm actually using on this. I have a Thanksgiving pack. It's called Stay Thankful. And I have some date dots here of some little turkeys. Now, usually that would be like okay with me. But I want this to be something that is very, I don't want to say like serious, but like serious, you know? So I'm going to go into my tags of date dots and see if there are any others that sort of fit the mood a little better. This one is called Ottoman Blanc, and though the colors don't really match, the colors don't really match, but I feel like it's okay for what we're doing. And then I can just get rid of that. If you haven't, if you're not in the beta program or don't have the slide over yet, literally the minute that you can get it, do that because I love it. It's definitely worth it. I want these dates to be very small because I want the focus to be on the actual gratitude. So what I'm going to do is I am going to actually pull this in. And I think I want my days to go like a calendar. So I want to start with the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and so on and so forth. Okay. So I'm just going to put on the right tool and then I'm going to go in and lasso and just drop these days off in their spot. All right. I don't know if any of you are like ASMR planners, but I'm going to do a little ASMR for the rest of this process. Okay. I love the way that looks. And there is our basis for our gratitude journal. I think I want to decorate it just a little bit. So let's see. I kind of like this thankful sticker. I think we'll pull that in, make it just a little bigger. And I also think this will be a really good one for some realistic stickers. And I have a few different realistic packs. I really need more realistic stickers, you guys. And I need to get on doing that. But I've been like so deep in like Christmas stickers and holiday stickers and stuff that I just haven't done it, but I feel like I need it now. So I want this to be very cozy. So when I use this blanket, whoops, hold on, delete that. Or the basket would be cute, actually. Let's do the basket. Okay. And maybe off the side here like this. Okay. This journal would be very cute, as this is a gratitude journal. Okay, so I'm gonna make her kind of big and put her off to the side that way. And then I'm also gonna grab one of these pins to sort of lay on top. I think I like this one better. You can use copy and paste, not copy and paste. What's it called? You can lasso, but I just choose to do it this way. I'm gonna crop this down. Let's move this out of the way so I can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna crop this down like this, and then I'm going to just sort of make that a little smaller and just sort of make it laying beside that. Maybe put this here. Okay. And then there was that blanket that I was going to use at first. My dog's making sounds. Here, there it is. I could do the blanket. I could do a candle, would be very cute. Let's do lasso. Just to show that you can use the lasso. But these realistic stickers sometimes, because of the way, see, the way that I make them, or I used to make them, I don't really do that anymore. Sometimes you'll pick up a little bit more than what you wanted to. So, okay. And then, let's go to the Christmas stickers. I want to see something, and it may not work, but at least I can say I tried. I'm going to go to the Cozy Little Tree Farm. There are some realistic-esque stickers in this pack. These lights just seem fun. I sort of want to take those lights and make them bigger and just sort of have them hanging out on that basket like that, just for some more dimension. Or I can just sort of move them up so they're sort of hanging out of the basket. That's I sort of like that. That's sort of cute. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Okay. And then I want to put like November gratitude journal here. And do I want to just spell all that out? Maybe so. Right now I'm using the Adorable font, but let's change the font. Let's find something kind of cute and dramatic. There's one called The Coast. I should probably just type it in because I have so many fonts that I like to use. And I'm going to put November. Yeah, that's going to be cute. And then I'm going to resize this. Resize it. I want to make that really big. Oh, goodness. That's so cute. Okay. And then I want to use another font. The Skinny, I think. Gratitude journal. Oops. Journal. Wasn't, oh, I did it down there. Hold on. Okay. Whoops. Hold on. Let me get rid of some of this stuff so I can. What is that? Is that in there? That's weird. Let me actually just get rid of all of that because it's stressing me out. Okay, let's draw that again. I want it to be the skinny gratitude journal. Okay. I'm gonna resize it. Like this. And then now I think what I want to do is I want to go in and maybe change the color of the fonts. So I think this would be good for November. I like how that looks. And then actually gratitude journal is sort of cute the way that it is. So I think I might leave it like that. So this is technically my November gratitude journal. Let's see what it looks like on the main page. I may add a cover to it, but maybe not because I don't really mind the way that it looks here on the page. And then what I can do, and I probably will do, is I'm going to go in and I'm going to lasso all my date dots. And then I want to send those, wait, I want to send those to the locked layer too, just so that I know when I am writing on here, I'm not going to be moving those things. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do the first day or so with you. I'm going to make sure I have a font that I like. So these are all the fonts that I have saved. Let's see, which one do I want to use? Oops. I can use one of these fonts, or I can use one of these that I already have as like a default font. Retro Notes is a fun one. I've been using that a lot. So let's go with Retro Notes. All right, so day 1, November 1st. I am grateful for my wonderful wife, my doggy, my family, and friends. Not redness, friends. Okay, so what I'm going to do is probably break that up there. I'm going to sort of space it like this. All right. You can see how now that all that stuff is on the locked layer, I don't have to worry about like knocking into something. You know what else would be really cute? If you had a photo, to put like a photo there. So maybe, let me see if I can find a photo. Hold on one sec. Okay, so we're back. So I just went in and I found a photo of me and my wife and my dog. And what I'm going to do is do this. And then I think I'm going to do this. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this. And then what I could do is where's my floating window? I could go into my photo widgets. Okay. And I could find, a photo frame to use because I think I have smaller ones. This thing just wants to be on this side today. Maybe this cutie one with the hearts here. So I'll turn on my lasso lasso this over. I'll make it small. And I probably won't do this every single day, but if I have a photo, I'm going to arrange and bring that to the front because that was on there before. If I have a photo, you know, I might as well use it. So I'm just going to kind of put that in there. It's not perfect. Again, when I have more time and I'm just sort of doing this on my own, I can make things more perfect. But for today, I'm just trying to sort of show you how to do it. So for day 2, my gratitude, I am grateful for a beautifully decorated home for the holidays. We spent the weekend decorating for Christmas, and the house looks amazing. And I know it's like sort of controversial, like when do people decorate, but I think decorating, first of all, my birthday is this week. It's on Wednesday, and I love to have my house decorated for Christmas on my birthday. Technically, I do have a fall birthday, but I like to have it decorated for the holidays. So we spent the weekend doing that, and it was a labor of love. We were both exhausted and all of that, but it's done now and it looks gorgeous. So there's that. And then for today, and this is not, you know, me being cheesy, I promise, but I'm grateful for my YouTube. I started YouTube earlier this year, like the end of the summer. And I have, you know, a little over 100 followers right now, or subscribers, not followers, I should say. And I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. A lot of you follow me on other platforms as well. But you know how important YouTube is to me. YouTube is the platform that I feel most comfortable on when it's time to record and do these things. So a lot of you have followed me over from other stuff. And I really do appreciate you because you are the people that support me and my channel and my shop. So as cheesy as that is, I do want to put that for my gratitude for today. So yeah, this is a cute little challenge that some of my planner friends are doing, and I'm so glad that I took the time to be able to film this video, to set up my November gratitude journal. Let me know if this is something you can see yourself doing. It doesn't have to be this elaborate, or it could be 10 times more elaborate, you know, your journal, your digital planner, your way. So if you're going to do this, or if you are already doing this, leave a comment in the not description, but leave a comment below and just let me know, you know, maybe something that you're grateful for, even if you're not doing this, maybe something that you're grateful for this year, and maybe a way that you are using your digital planner or your iPad or your whatever your tablet of choice is. Let me know a way that you're using that. It may be something that someone else reading the comments, or even myself, never thought of. So feel free to share. That's going to be it for this video, though. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you were able to learn something or take something from this video. If you're not subscribed, I hope that you do subscribe and come back for the next video. Have a wonderful day, guys. Bye-bye.